Have you ever wished you could remember more from what you read, listen to, or experience? Or felt overwhelmed by all the information flooding your daily life, despite your best attempts at organization? I used to constantly struggle to keep up, forgetting brilliant ideas almost as quickly as I had them, until I discovered a memory system that changed my life. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how blending digital and analog note-taking into one powerful hybrid memory system can help you supercharge your mind, maximize your productivity, and remember what actually matters. If you want to keep leveling up your mind and your habits, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss future videos from the Growth Mindset Project, where we're always sharing actionable strategies for mental performance and real growth. Let's dive in. If you've ever tried to balance digital and analog notes, you know it can be tricky. I spent years flip-flopping between pen and paper and different digital tools, never quite satisfied with either. But after nearly a decade experimenting, I found a simple memory system for deciding which method to use and when. It's all about maximizing the unique strengths of each medium, so you can remember more, process better, and waste less time. First, let's talk about digital notes. When do they make the most sense for your memory system? There are three key categories: searchable, modifiable, and shareable notes. For anything you'll need to look up later, how-tos, reference lists, or important documents, digital is a lifesaver. Forget flipping through page after page. With digital, a quick search gets you what you need in seconds. The same goes for anything that needs regular updates. Planning a project, writing an essay or video outline. If your notes are likely to change, digital lets you rearrange and expand without erasing or rewriting, keeping your thought process fluid. And of course, if you ever need to collaborate, digital is king. Sharing files, co-editing documents, or sending meeting notes on the go, it's seamless. Personally, my memory system depends heavily on a tablet with a stylus for digital capture. Its flexibility is unbeatable. Sometimes I use a keyboard for typing rapid-fire thoughts, or I switch to handwriting and sketching when inspiration hits. With certain accessories, handwriting on a tablet can feel almost exactly like pen on premium paper, so you get the tactile satisfaction of analog with the speed and functionality of digital. But here's a big warning. In my experience, digital apps almost always fail to deliver on longevity. I've tried many over the years, and every time the apps change, companies pivot, features get paywalled, and sometimes your notes vanish forever. That's why, for my own memory system, I never track my personal life or deepest thoughts digitally. The apps simply don't last. While digital is perfect for functional everyday info that's disposable or always changing, it's terrible at creating a lifelong archive. Think about it. Will that app even exist in 30 years? Probably not. But a physical notebook, people have been handing those down for generations. So here's my digital memory system. Keep your setup simple and portable, and never assume your notes will last forever. I always choose formats that are universal and not locked away in proprietary platforms. That way, if I ever switch devices or leave an ecosystem, my memory system remains intact. Still, I always treat digital notes as temporary so I don't waste energy building the perfect productivity setup. After 10 years, I've learned even the slickest digital structure will break sometime. So use digital for what it does best: fast searching, easy editing, and frictionless sharing. But there's another side to a true memory system, a side most people ignore. That's where analog shines. Let's pause for a sec. If this mindset is resonating and you're finding these tips useful, give the video a like and share a comment about your own note-taking struggles or wins. I love to read and respond to your experiences, and who knows, your insight might inspire someone else. Now, back to the heart of the matter. My analog memory system picks up where digital leaves off, in ways digital simply can't compete. At the core of my analog system is a yearly notebook. This is where I track my life, not just appointments or goals, but the real stuff, daily highlights, habits, reflections, and lessons. There's a unique satisfaction in seeing your own handwriting evolve alongside your thoughts. These physical volumes form an irreplaceable archive, a living history you can revisit, pass down, or draw wisdom from years later. Sure, digital offers convenience, but analog delivers tangible, lasting memory. Some of my favorite notes are right alongside old tickets, sketches, or photos tucked into the back pocket, details no app could ever capture. There's something else remarkable about putting pen to paper when it comes to your memory system. It activates your mind in a different way. When you physically write, emotions and context show up in your handwriting. Joy, anxiety, urgency. These subtleties become deeply embedded in your memory. Studies show that handwritten notes help you synthesize and retain information more effectively, since the act of writing forces you to process and distill concepts rather than just transcribe them. That brings me to another key pillar of my analog memory system, the art of consolidation. I first learned this from reading about a famous Renaissance thinker. He was legendary for always carrying a pocket notebook for fleeting ideas and another, larger one for distilling the best insights onto a single organized page. After every book I read or lecture I attend, I practice this exact habit, boiling down key takeaways into a one-page visual summary. Why does this boost your memory system so much? Limited space forces you to prioritize the essentials, organize your thoughts, and rewrite what truly matters in your own words. You're not just copying information, you're owning it. And when you revisit these summaries, recall is instant, because you remember both the content and the process of creation. In contrast, I found that when I used to take digital notes in real time, especially in classes, I'd end up mindlessly typing everything, turning notes into a transcription service rather than a memory system. No distillation, no thought, just endless data. But with the analog consolidation method, every page is a custom, high-value reference for your future self. Two more critical uses round out my analog approach: productivity and creativity in the moment. Every morning or the night before, I scribble down my 3 to 5 top tasks in a pocket notebook. It's quick, physical proof of commitment, and striking tasks off by hand is uniquely satisfying. Why bother with paper when you already have apps? Because, in my experience, endless digital to-do lists become overwhelming, whereas a daily analog reset keeps things real and achievable. Creativity gets the same treatment. My pocket notebook is a playground for messy sketches, half-formed video ideas, wild inventions, and anything else worth capturing. The ephemeral nature of these pages means I don't worry if my ideas are rough. I just get them down and move on. Compared to digital, which tempts me to endlessly tweak and perfect, analog lets my creative process flow freely and fast. Let me quickly remind you, if you're getting value from this video, Or if any of these memory system tips feel like they'd make a difference in your life, hit the like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe and drop a comment about where you're struggling with notes or memory. I want to help you level up. Now, let's bring these threads together. The secret to a powerful memory system isn't choosing between digital or analog. It's about leveraging both, each for what it does best. In my life, digital is my database for facts, references, and tasks that always change, while analog is my archive, creative space, and source of true reflection. The act of physically writing consolidates my memory and helps me process information at a deep level. The hybrid approach, not one or the other, is what supercharges my ability to capture, organize, and retain what matters most. Whether you're a student, a professional, or a lifelong learner, you can design a memory system that suits your brain and your analog/digital preferences. Start by asking, is this note something I want to search, modify, or share? If yes, go digital. If it's about tracking your inner world, consolidating knowledge, or fueling daily habits, let the analog side shine. To keep building your memory system and scaling your growth mindset, check out our other videos right over here. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a new strategy from the Growth Mindset Project. See you in the next one. Keep growing.